Hello, everybody. We're back on the mic.
Oh, okay.
Did y'all miss us?
We're back.
Because we're back. We're back. We're back.
We're black. We're back. We're black.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back.
Oh.
Happy TBU Thursday, y'all. Oh my God. We had a great week off. We hope y'all had a good week off from us too. We hope y'all went out and y'all shook a little something, did a little something, made a little something.
Oh.
Whatever. Hey.
What they make?
Money.
I know that's right.
Yes. Gotta get them bands.
Got
And to make her dance.
But yeah, we're back. Wow, what a great trip we had. I'm sure we're gonna recap it.
We are.
But yeah, thank y'all so much for joining us for another episode of The Black Umbrella. Yeah, happy TBU Thursday. Okay, we're your hosts. I'm Frenchie.
I'm Nika.
And I'm Wes.
Yes.
Knocked myself out with the microphone right there.
Okay.
Bow, bow, bow.
How are we feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling loosey goosey. I'm just being honest.
Okay, I'm feeling tried and true.
Okay.
You got one? I know it's hard to come up with one spot.
I'm feeling fine.
I
like Mary J.
Yes.
Just fine.
Just fine.
Now, what do you mean by tried and true?
Tried and true. This is the year of tried and true.
Like a little worn?
Stand on it. A little what?
A little worn?
Worn?
Yeah. Like a little. I don't know. When people say try, I mean, I don't know. You said you're feeling tried and true. So I just was trying to get to the root of the tried.
If we really want to break things down,
Okay.
I was trying to find something to compete with Loosey Goosey, and the first fucking thing I thought of was tried and true. So maybe I could have done better.
Oh, okay.
But,
No, okay. Got it.
Don't. My boat's no longer floating. It's come up on shore. It's docked.
Your boat can float.
Where?
Here at the Black Umbrella. every Thursday except last week.
Except last week. And we're turning up on a Thursday. Thursday night, turning up.
Oh, yeah, turn up.
Woo!
But yeah.
Well, shall we get into the word of the day?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And yes, she is a bitch. BICTH. And in that order.
The word of the day is judge. Judge. One appointed to decide in a contest or competition. And my question for you is, if you were to be a guest judge on any show, which would it be?
Cake Wars.
I don't know.
About my answer?
I was thinking about her.
Oh,
you said Cake Wars. I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would have to be something to do with music.
Okay. You could be on, what was that one? Remember they had that one on Netflix? And that was what Lotto was on there. She was a contestant on there.
Couldn't be in that one.
That's how she.
I don't think I could have been on that one.
Oh. The Voice. Masked Singer.
I need a new show.
A new scrap them all, create something new.
Judge. What else can I judge? I could judge a food competition, but I'm really, can't be. I can't eat everything. I'm not. I have no allergies, but my eyes sees what it tastes like.
Definitely.
It sees what it tastes like. I don't want.
Is that how they came up with C's candy? They like, bitch, seeing is believing, and look at this candy.
You see this?
Candy. I can't stand C's candy.
I just like the I might be lying, but I think the peanut bread. My grandma loves that. Always get that one from her.
The brittle?
Yeah, she loves the peanut
brittle. That brittle will crack your teeth.
That's what she likes about it.
After having a terrible year in dentistry.
No, you can't do that.
Don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. I think I would maybe judge. I don't think I could be a judge on anything.
Why not?
Because I'm thinking about the shows and I'm like, nah, that don't work for me. That don't work for me. I could host a game show.
Yeah, you could be a guest judge on a game show.
But do the game shows have judges?
I mean, they have a host, which is technically a judge.
Yeah, I can be a host of a game show. What game show? Pressure or Luck.
Hey, that's a good one.
Maybe. I was thinking about what my personal prizes would be if I was ever on Pressure Luck. I got a good one. Only came up with one, but
Oh, hey, better than none.
Better than none.
Okay.
I would want to do something with food, but it would have to be like courses. Like you would have to do an appetizer, and then you would have to do like the meal, and then the dessert.
it's giving the
Like Top Chef.
like
Oh,
Top
yeah, like Top Chef.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah,
Pow.
I like that. I was gonna say it's giving like what was that movie? Was it The Menu?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The menu.
What is this?
It's a tortilla.
A tortilla. Let's go ahead and get into For the Birds. Yeah. So For the Birds is a part of the show where I look at Twitter, I see what's going on, what's popping, what's going down, and we all talk about it. So the first thing that I have for the birds today is, I'm hungry and my stomach is a rumbling. There is a certain type of food that I freaking love, which is a sandwich. I love a good sandwich. Love a sandwich.
Yes.
So damn good.
Talk about it.
But there's like a certain sandwich that I ain't never had it before. But sometimes people, they like to give these out. And those are knuckle sandwiches.
Get your dukes up.
Fisticuffs.
Put 'em up,
Okay?
put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up.
Put 'em up. Put 'em up. So, someone went out for dinner and they didn't really have like a good experience. The food wasn't like that good or whatever. So, they decided that they weren't going to be like, oh, can you take this back? Can you send this back? They were like, oh, we're just very like non-confrontational and I don't like to like cause a ruckus at a restaurant or like be difficult. So they just said, hey, can we get the check? The waitress comes over and they see like, oh, you guys didn't eat your food. Is everything okay? And they were like, oh yeah, it just wasn't really like for us, but we'll still pay. We'll get the check, right? The waitress goes back to the kitchen or whatever and comes back to the table with a man who's like 6'5", big as hell. And he walks up to the table like, so what's up? Y'all didn't like my food? Y'all don't like my cooking? And they're like, no, it's not that. It's just, it just wasn't for us. Like, And then the guy kind of goes on about like how he just got out of jail not too long ago and like cooking is his passion, right? And he was able to open this restaurant and, do his passion. And he's been having his restaurant for like 6 months now and no one has ever complained. So what the f- is good? What's up? And they're like, oh God, this is getting out of hand. We just want to leave.
Right.
Yeah.
So eventually, they end up getting out of that. They leave. And, then like that same night or the next day or whatever, the person got on Google and left like a 1-star review. Just kind of like wasn't really that good and it got kind of weird, like whatever. So if you leave like a Google review for a restaurant, sometimes like the owners will like respond to you or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he got a response and it was said like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that that you experienced this. Please send us an email and we will get you like a $100 gift card to whatever store you want. Like we want to make this right. Okay. So he sends that email and he's like, hey, thank you for reaching out. I'm the one who left the review. I want to see what's going on about that $100 gift card. He gets a response back that said, ha 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 ha. These are laughs. Ha 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 ha. I knew your broke ass was gonna respond to that. Bitch, where you at? Let's meet. And I'm not playing. I'm finna beat your ass. And then they send a Google invite. Mind you, this is happening. This is transpiring at 3:00 in the morning. This is transpiring at 3:00 in the morning. They get a Google invitation that says parking lot beat down. Friday, April 26th.
Oh. Oh, I love you gotta love organization.
You gotta love organization.
Yeah, time and place.
And so, I mean, I'm gonna assume that this person did not accept the the parking lot beatdown, but the length some people will go to, I don't know, because is this like trying to save your name? Is salvage it? Because now
people are sensitive about their cooking.
But now you
especially whenever cooking is life, and yes, they're gonna beat your ass.
You gonna beat me up?
I'm not scared of going to jail, bitch. I've been there. What you mean? This is nothing. A little ass whooping will give you. I mean, that's a little excessive.
Imagine getting a Google invite that says parking lot beat down.
But also, I'm trying to figure out $100 wise. I wouldn't even want to engage with the restaurant that was trash. But then he said, $100 gift card up. What's up? What y'all need? You know it's a setup. You know it's a setup. But then, some people are some easy marks.
Yeah, I guess so.
Caught it.
I guess so. I've gotten into it on Google with the owner of a place before.
Have you?
Yeah. This little pizza spot that, I went to the location in San Pedro.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And when I tell you, I had the worst experience. The worst experience. And I left like a little review, just kind of like, this was not good. Like, and I drove like 45 minutes to get here, and like they like did, I don't know if it was that they didn't have certain things or whatever, but either way, I was like, I just didn't have a good experience. And the owner hit me back, baby. Basically called me a bitch and spit in my face. And I was like, oh, okay, this is how you talk to your customers? Like, I didn't call my bank and be like, yeah, can you reverse that charge? Like, I left it as it was. I paid for my food. I just left a review.
I'm contacting the Better Business Bureau.
Damn. I could have got hit with the parking lot beat down Google.
Okay, you could have. You better know now.
Oh my God. But yeah, so I guess should you watch where you put in your bad reviews? You shouldn't. But I guess just be on the lookout. Somebody is out here sending out Google invites for beatdowns if you leave a 1 star. So, hey.
And all those businesses thrive off of reviews. Like, that's their thing.
Yeah.
Because it's people seeing what other people are saying about said thing. And you have the ability to push said reviews to the front like that are, highlighting it. But sometimes you get down to the bottom and you're like, oh, this was recent. 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. This is the last 5-star reviews from 2022. It is 2024. What's going on? Like,
that's why I always sort by date on reviews.
Always.
What about right now?
What about right now?
I see what happened 10 years ago.
Okay.
What about now?
What about
what's
now?
it looking like and feeling like now? The food's changed. With restaurants, if you go to a restaurant every 10-something years, depending on, who's in the back, if it's not some OGs, sometimes the food changes a little bit. You notice little different nuances here and there. You shouldn't. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Especially the smaller restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah. Next thing I have for the birds, baby, I want to talk a little bit about JoJo Derulo. Or as the people might know her as JoJo Siwa. You know her. You love her. Karma's a bitch.
Why would you ever start on the crowd? That shook me up.
If you don't know, baby, JoJo Siwa, JoJo Derulo,
JoJo
is really, she is really headstrong on this rebrand that she's doing, and she's being very open, saying like, "Yeah, this is my rebrand. This is my rebrand. I'm rebranding,
honey.
My rebrand.
It's a brand that's been built off the backs of so many white women.
This is my rebrand.
Everybody goes to a bad girl phase. Girl, what?
Yeah. So she's going through her.
Also, the worst way to do a rebrand is saying that you're
doing a rebrand. And
It should be notable.
And I mean, in every single interview, she's like, yeah, this is like my rebrand right now. So I'm just, blah, 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 blah. Like, you don't have to announce it. It's just something that the people will see. And it should be organic.
Yeah. But it all feels forced.
It's also forced.
It's very interesting.
Poor JoJo, girl.
I don't know who's creative directing this, but my.
Not good.
I almost think it's her, but
It might be.
It might be.
It might be.
yeah.
It's
kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. If you don't know, she has a song, Karma's a Bitch. Should have known better. I don't know the rest. That's all I know. But she's going around town, terrorizing the people, terrorizing the town. And she's doing this same little
I think that's
dance
the best
move. Cocking that, making an L with that arm, baby.
Sticking that other arm out.
Sticking that other arm out and head busting.
Head bucket.
Head bucking. Head bucking.
Head bucket.
That's what she's doing. Oh my goodness. And that's my favorite part. I have never heard the song all the way through. I haven't seen the video all the way through.
Yeah.
But that part right there, that might go off in the club.
It might. They might think something's going on with you, but
it's okay. You know karma's a bitch, right?
karma's
The wild part is whenever it's gonna start, they're gonna start attaching it to all these other songs that are not her song.
You know they are.
I mean, like, we only care about the dance, girl. Fuck that song.
Yeah. Look what's happened to everyone's favorite Drea Kelly. I mean,
want to me like
okay.
Hold my mid.
What these hips you grip, I grind and this mine. What's face was mine. Yeah.
What's mine?
We're dancing
Baby,
today in the studio. We're
whenever
dancing.
time.
If you're watching, I'm sorry.
I love that Drea Kelly was able to have this moment.
Oh yeah, but she always ends up having a moment from that same damn video.
But it's never been this big. It's never been this big.
It's never been this big.
It's never been this big.
No.
I'm just predicting that we're gonna see a little. If Beyonce goes on Twitter for this album, we're gonna see a little bit of choreo. We're gonna see a little bit of that in that choreo, or I don't know. Maybe she'll. I don't know.
Beyonce is the kind of sneaky motherfucker who will be like, "Great, this is a beautiful fad. Cannot wait." Y'all are gonna see her individual in like 2 years.
Okay.
Like she's like, I could just see it like,
Oh, okay.
and then the little horse galloping. Swear. And I could see Drea Kelly walk out the shadow in like a chapped Ivy Park situation in the dirt and low light, warm light, and baby, a whole original piece.
It will be an original piece.
You can count on that. They're teaching the dancing classes now, by the way.
Baby, let me
it's
tell
full blown, like their classes. Like I saw a full class up there learning bit by bit.
You bet your sweet baby. Beyonce gonna do something with it. I know she is.
I can see it.
She's just that kind of person. I know that she knows because she wanted to be extra and pull up to Coachella with a 52-wheel trailer with Cowboy Carter just so she could watch Chloe perform. And Chloe did a TikTok doing the dance and everything.
Yep.
So I said, this is how I know Beyonce knows. She probably
Of course, you can't escape it. Beyonce's online all the time.
She's always
a millennial.
online. She's always online.
She's online all the time.
Yeah. But JoJo Siwa, girl, I don't know what's going on with you. This rebrand is trash. And I don't really know why you thought that, going from sparkles and bows and bright colors to then switching over to sparkles but purple this time would be any different. And you putting on like the little wrestler, you putting on like wrestler
makeup,
eye makeup, and it's just not working. It's not giving bad girls, giving confused.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
Rey Mysterio.
You
It just looks very.
Not
Hire somebody to actually come in, and if this is really the route you're trying to go, like this bad girl, darker vibe, then get somebody to.
It's not even
help you create
it's
that
not even
look.
appealing.
It's not. It just looks so cheesy. It's so cringy, and it's because it's so forced. Like you cannot force a new era for yourself. It has to be organic. Like you've already been in this space. You've already been cultivated. Like you really are just turning over a new leaf. But when you try to
force it,
okay.
But JoJo C was a good example of like people who are surrounded by yes people. Mm-hmm. Because this is what you get.
That's why I'm calling her JoJo Derulo. Because I believe a few seasons past, we've talked a little bit about Jason Derulo and his antics, especially online. And they're a mess. And JoJo's going down that same path. And how unfortunate.
Jason's antics are getting him paid money from TikTok.
Oh, no, they are.
Money.
But I mean, JoJo as well.
Oh, yeah.
Getting
Absolutely.
that money. It just, nobody,
Trash.
I mean, you know, people are talking. It's just not really that positive, I guess, you know. Last thing that I have for the birds. Okay, there's a new official trailer out on these streets, baby. Disney is coming out with another live action, and we are getting into Mufasa.
We're getting into
Mufasa. And they're bringing back, I don't know if they're bringing back like all the same characters, but I do know that Beyonce will be back as a character. And we're getting a new little mini edition.
We do.
We have Blue Ivy Carter also joining the cast.
Oh my gosh. Fantastic.
Wow. I'm so excited for that.
Fantastic.
I did not see, did y'all see the live action remake that they did? Like
I did. Did you see it?
Hell no.
Yeah, it wasn't worth seeing.
Yeah, I would never do that because first of all, I love The Lion King so much, and there's just something so good about animation. And when you try to do a live action of real animals, but you can't use real animals, of course, because they're animals, it just don't look good. I will say with the Mufasa trailer, I felt like they tuned up a lot of the way that the characters look, so I was happy about that, but I probably won't see it. But you go, Blue.
I'm gonna watch Mufasa. I feel like I'm gonna like it better than The Lion King, you know?
Maybe
because I feel like I know The Lion King in its original animated form and nothing can beat it, even if you remake it. It's not like The Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid, Halle blew it out the water, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And Jodie Benson, a great Little Mermaid. So it doesn't really, that is not comparable. However, this Lion King is different. Like, and Mufasa being like a backstory / like original situation going on.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see where they take it.
Yeah. I'm down for it. I hope that they, now that you said it in that way, I'm like, okay, I guess I will go see it. I hope that they kind of go more into like Mufasa and Scar and like where it all started.
Yes.
I want that beef.
I want that beef. Yeah.
I would love that. I kind of need that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there, Blue. Don't worry. I got my ticket. I don't have my ticket, but I'll get my ticket.
Yeah. And that's all I have for the birds today. So, yay, woo. Let's get into our pay a dust, our shining moment. Our pay a dust, something that had us messed up, fucked up, upset from the week that we want to dust off of our shoulders. And our shining moment, something that brought us joy and happiness that we want to shine a light on.
Okay. Pay a dust.
Yeah.
I had an amazing week. I have nothing to pay dust to from last week. Today.
Amen. Oh.
The beginning of a new week. I fixed my mouth for some great food.
Fixed.
Checked Apple. Checked hours. Open. Went to restaurant. Looked at the business hours on the restaurant storefront. Monday. Open. 10 to 6, 11 to 6, whatever it is, right? It's 2 o'clock.
Oh, 2 o'clock.
I go up to said door where I see said business hours posted, and I give a little jiggle to the door. It's closed.
Oh, my God.
And I am confusion because I'm like, this says Monday, 10 to 6.
Yeah.
It is Monday. I'm here at 2 o'clock. I'm on the Google. It says it's something's not added up.
That's just so. I wonder if if it was like that all today or just before you got there or something.
Don't even know. But I had to settle for some food that was next door.
Oh yeah,
which was a Mediterranean spot. Mid.
Damn. Damn.
So sad.
And coming from where I just came from, where we all just came from.
And all the food we had.
For the first thing I laid my lips upon, and this is not count my Raisin Canes that I had from the airport, okay?
Right.
For the first thing that I laid my first real meal of my new day to be so disappointing, I almost cried, y'all.
Oh
No.
It was one of those things where I was like, oh, God.
And it really sucks.
Because it wasn't that it was bad, it just was bland as a motherfucker. It was so bland. Where's the flavor?
Why?
And it had all the things. I didn't get it. It had the red onion. It had the sauce.
The
It had
cucumber or whatever.
It had the cucumber. It had the tzatziki. It had everything.
Damn.
Why can't I taste shit in my wrap?
How do you make a bland Mediterranean? That's just so wrong.
Never seen them do it till today.
That's so wrong.
But they were so grateful in that shop that I came through, and they should be grateful because it.
That's the worst.
I'm gonna just keep it there.
Yeah.
I can see why people ain't up in there.
Yikes.
They look so happy to have me, and that's when I got worried.
Oh, yeah. You should be.
But then I was also like, it's 2:00. It's in the middle of the day. People are working like it's a Monday. This makes sense.
Yeah,
They're like,
that
oh,
too.
well, it's usually slower on the time somebody came in. No,
Okay.
not a fan.
Damn.
That's really unfortunate
It was,
because we ate down all trip long.
didn't we? But my shining moment is my birthday trip.
Amen.
I went to the DMV. I went to Jersey. I went to New York. And everything from the beginning of my trip to the end of my trip. Perfect, man. I couldn't ask for any better trip. And that's on that. That's my shot. My shining moment is the whole trip.
Amen.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. I'm 29, y'all.
You are. Whoop whoop.
Hey. Cheers to me.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Yes, yes. Balloons on your page,
Balloon.
as people like to say.
Yeah.
Balloons on my page.
Balloons on my page.
Just say it's my birthday. I'm just kidding. You can say what you want. Just kidding. Just joking. You can do. You can say whatever you want. Besides, it's my birthday, y'all. Or be posting on your story like, it's my birthday, y'all. And then people tell you happy birthday. And you be like, oh, it's not today. It's next week.
Did you see my post on Twitter?
I did not.
You want me to tell you what he said?
Yeah, what happened?
No, I'll show her what I said so that she can have a visual representation
Oh, God.
of what was going on, because it seemed what you just shot at my ass right now felt so direct.
Did it?
Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh,
Give
my
me a
God.
second.
What I do? What I
I'm going
do?
to find it. And they got the most.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I forgot.
Oh. It'll be your
But
own
first
friends.
of all,
It'll be your own friends.
that is 3 sentences with a video and a picture. Bitches be like, balloons on my page, period.
Oh,
Hit
okay.
send.
So because I got a combo going on,
Yeah, it's okay.
it's a bit better.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Balloons
That
on my
was
page.
funny.
I'm dead.
Your mouth was agape.
It was. You're talking shit
Sorry.
about me in front of my present.
That's how you know I'm a real one. If that was really what I was doing. But I wasn't talking shit about you. So, yeah. My pay at dust is going to be the airport in St. Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Or Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay. Why does that airport exist? Literally, I thought that I was like, oh, everybody is like, oh, I hate LAX. Oh, I hate JFK. Oh, I hate Hartsfield Jackson.
Can't stand O'Hare. Oh,
I've only been to O'Hare once.
can't stand it.
Oh, I hate O'Hare. Right?
The Atlanta airport is also god awful.
What was it?
God awful.
Hartsfield Jackson.
Yeah.
That's Atlanta.
Yeah.
When I tell you, none of them places got shit on St. Paul.
I don't think anybody's going to Minneapolis.
And when I tell you, no one ever should. You just shouldn't go there. Nobody should be from there. If you're listening and you're from there, sorry.
Isn't that where Lizzo likes to go? Isn't she like
St. Paul?
Now, why would I know that?
I think so. I feel like she was. I watched a documentary, and I feel like she said that she developed her craft. Was that in Minneapolis or was that in Nashville?
Minneapolis.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. But yeah, I am paying dust to the St. Paul airport's the worst. I got off of my plane. First of all, and this is what I should have known, okay? Because on the descent, I've never been here before. I've never been to the state, okay? So on the descent, like the last 30 minutes of the flight, I've never been in that much pain on a plane before. My ears felt horrible. They felt horrible, and I could not pop them no matter how much, trying to pinch my nose and blow or like, yawn or whatever, put my, try to jiggle my finger up in there, something, anything. Nothing was working. And I was in pain for the entire last 30 minutes of my flight. Then I get off the flight. Still, my ears are still terrible. I get off, walk to the, little terminals and stuff. And first thing I notice is there are no panels on the ceiling. Yeah, you look up.
Oh,
zero
an open
panels.
sky plan.
No panels on the ceiling. You look up and it's just open squares. The whole entire ceiling. I said, that's a little weird.
Let's tap it.
That's crazy.
Then I'm like, let me go to the bathroom, And as I'm walking, first of all, disgustingly lit. I wish I could be like dimly lit. No, disgustingly lit. It was nastily lit.
Like a gas station bathroom.
Like a gas station bathroom. Okay. And then as I'm going, walking past the terminals to get to the bathroom, I'm like, this airport is tiny. And not like if you're from LA and if you've flown Long Beach or better yet, Burbank, small airports.
Yes.
But it's supposed to be that way. This is a major airport that is smaller than like a Burbank. I mean, it was tiny.
Oh my goodness.
Tiny. Then I'm like, okay, let me get to the bathroom. I get to the bathroom because you know how I said it's tiny?
Yeah.
Yeah, line down the block for the bathroom.
That's terrible.
It was horrible.
That's one of those moments where you got to be like, I identify as.
Right.
Thank you.
It was terrible. I could not believe it. And then I get back on my flight and I mean, my ears they are just now today. And I've been home 2 days now. Just now kind of getting into like, okay.
What that was.
I shouldn't have been in Minneapolis.
I guess so.
They said, bitch, got to St. Paul. You're not from here. And I never want to be.
Because
Yeah.
my, what I would have to go through to travel in and out that thing.
It was horrible.
Pack me up.
But God, thank God that was over. But my shining moment is going to be just the trip. We had a great time.
Yes.
I had the best espresso martini that I've ever had.
Yes, you did.
Oh, God. And it came with a biscotti.
Oh, yes.
It did. You dipped it in there.
So good. It was so good. We ate great. Great food, great drinks, great people. We hit karaoke. We hit a brandy party.
Shout out to Rose God.
Shout out to Rose God.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah. We went to Times Square. A random person just snapped the photo of Wes and I as we were walking down.
And y'all looked hot.
It was giving front page.
I was like, what? I need this photo.
It was great. It was great. I loved it.
I have, yes. Okay. Sorry.
I don't have anything that paid us. I don't think. I guess the only thing would be. Yeah, no, I don't have anything. I'm like no. And the shining moment, the trip, the hotel, the food, the people.
Oh, the
wow.
hotel. How I'll miss it.
Oh.
I got that same thing today.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I miss it.
I miss it.
I miss it. I truly do. I feel like this trip was everything to me. Something I very much needed in my spirit. I needed to get the out.
Yeah, bad.
I needed to get out, and for that, if I could have been away longer, I would have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
110%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were gone what?
9 days.
9 days.
Yeah.
I would have loved to make it 30.
Amen.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Love to make it a never end.
A never end. We don't want a never end. We don't want.
Exactly.
We don't want a never end. We don't want. Oh, what was that? That was Kelly Rowland and who?
Me.
Yes. Frenchie.
Was it Future? No. What was that song,
Might
yo?
have been Future.
Because I feel like wasn't Sierra dating Future, and then Kelly and Sierra are close. So I just feel like never end. Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to never end. Yeah, that was before he got on Sierra's bad side. Now he can't work with none of them girls.
No. He don't need them. It's all good.
Don't. Never did.
Never did.
Never
really.
did.
It's all good.
He's Future.
Yeah.
He's going to make his toxic music and make it happen. As he always does.
Amen. We love him for that.
We adore Future.
Hey, everybody. We wanted to take a quick break right here just to tell you to stay connected with us. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and everywhere else at TVU Podcast. You can send us an email, theblackUmbrellaPC@gmail.com. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple or wherever else, make sure that you follow us and leave us a review. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, give us a like, and leave a comment. And also, don't forget, we have the TBU Season 6 playlist available on Spotify and Apple.
Well, is it about that time to get started with the gust of wind?
Yeah.
All right, Joel. Well, let's get into it. Yes. Welcome to the Gust of Wind segment, everyone. I am Wes, and what I do is I review the music and the pop culture for this segment. So, first on the list for the new music. I just want to hit up with JT and OK. I'm prettier than a motherfucker, and these bitches okay.
You think that you fucking me?
Is this bitch okay?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I like JT in this solo era, right?
I love it.
I think that JT has a tendency to, I don't know. I feel like she's been so in the blogs and stuff lately for like, oh, they talking about her because she's going on this little small club tour, but also like she has been in cahoots with Nicki Minaj, but apparently that's not a thing anymore.
And her and Glorilla were going back at it, and her and Glorilla and
then Carisha was happening, and then Santana found it. Just a lot of things going on with JT right now, but she's okay. And the song lets you know that, okay? It lets you know that.
I was down before, but now I'm okay.
Know that. Did y'all like it? Yeah.
Yes,
Hell
absolutely.
Yeah. I loved it. I loved it.
Now let's get into Normani.
Okay.
159.
159.
Featuring Gunna.
Yeah.
Congratulations
On
Normani. I think this was a great one. I really enjoyed 159.
It was good.
I really, 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 really enjoyed it. And the snippet was played out because we had it for like a month. It's almost like the effect of how Have Mercy had on us with Chloe, because she had that booty so big for so long.
Lord,
it was like,
mercy.
is the song gonna come out?
Yeah.
But with this,
sexy.
all I could think of was, oh, when I get you alone. So all I could think of is, okay, we about to hear that part. But hearing the build is always important, how we got to here. And I very much enjoyed it. I can't wait to see the visual. I think that you cannot drop this song and not have a visual.
Yeah.
Especially after you dropped
Nothing.
Wild Side and had a major crazy visual. People are going to expect you to come visually with that all the time.
Something sexy.
So I can't wait to see what it. I feel like we're in a slow roll with Normani.
Oh, definitely.
And whether this is our appetizer and they're like, this is an appetizer, you're not going to get a visual for this one, you might get one for the next like song. But I like this. I like starting here because it's going to propel us into the summer with Normani, and I'm curious to know what she's going to bring. Yeah, because the album is coming.
Yeah,
like we have a date.
We have a date.
Just a little over a month out, right? So something. I feel like we'll see something.
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready.
And I'm ready to see what happens surrounding the project as well. Whenever it comes to her creatively, when it comes to her team, whenever it comes to different partnerships that she'll have during this process. We could see a nice like build in, because Wild Side just hit so like, boom, it hit hard. Wild Side hit so hard, to be honest. And when you think about it, like, I mean, you know, from hearing the song it's a hit, but then from seeing the visual, man, it's such a thing where it's like you have something that hits so hard and skyrockets so quick, and maybe like there just was not a prepared situation going on in the back end, or maybe I just don't see how you can put out that song and there not be something prepared to go behind it. But also that has a lot to do with management and not artistry, because she could very well have had things in the lineup and been like, I'm stifled because of this, and that. So now that she's on this clear track, I'm ready to see what this era of Normani brings, because it's going to bring something that it's going to bring an evolved Normani. It's going to bring Normani in a space that we're familiar with, but also like give us a little something new, right? It's giving rebrand, but she doesn't have to say it.
You don't have to say it.
You don't have
Just
to
do
do
it.
You can see it. You can see it.
When it's curated well, you don't have to say anything.
Right.
But when people are like, what's going on? You got to say it all the time. You're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right. People are just confused at this point.
Yeah.
Next on my list, Deep, Sexy, Acid by Lion Babes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A little rave music.
Yeah.
I'm just loving what Lion Babe is doing.
Yeah.
Is an album coming soon or something? Like, we've gotten like
Could be
3 or 4 singles now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I hope so.
Week to week to week. I'm here for it.
I can tell you right now that Raven Lene is coming out with something on Friday, and I'm going to literally.
I can't.
I'm literally.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
literally not ready.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready for my girl to scout me.
Yeah.
But I know she will. She never disappoints me. So that's what I'm also excited for.
Yes.
But I also like the track by Lion Babe. I think they've been very. They've eased back into, especially like after the baby. They really eased back into this music thing at their own pace in time.
Yeah.
And in a way where it's like not something that's super overwhelming. It's kind of like we're getting pieces of the puzzle. But I feel like whenever it all comes together,
it's going to be so good.
Ready for it. So I enjoyed that track. Can we get to my spiritual queen real quick?
Of course.
Yes.
Tems. Tems, my spiritual guide, my queen, my music, everything when it comes to just all you have to do is turn on one, and I urge everyone at home to do this. Turn on one Tems track. Doesn't matter which one you turn on either.
Just the one.
But this one, Love Me Jeje, Love Me Tender.
Yeah.
You're my sugar, my honey, my tender love. Hey,
your arms are in the air.
Hey, you can see.
Move those hips.
Hey. Whenever I tell you, well, she performed this at Coachella. I also watched Coachella, and this was one of the songs she performed. Tems is something special. She's something special.
Is.
I say it to people all the time in music. Tems is something special in music that people, they see it. Clearly, she's been nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's something special. A force. And not just Afro beats. She's a force in all music, all genres, because you don't even want her to put her pen to any other genre. And I'm serious. I feel like she could really tackle this thing. And
she's having a great year or two, ain't she?
Yes,
she is.
And she's doing her damn thing. And I want to see what Tems is bringing. Okay?
Yes.
Next. YG. Talk about it, Frenchie.
YG came up with this song called Knocker.
And
it's a knocker.
it's a banger.
I said, are we returning to the YG I know and love?
We are.
God, because I know on the Twitters, I seen that YG and DJ Mustard revealed that they are working on a Just Read Up 3. And
So glad to see them back together.
so glad to see them back together.
So glad.
And
Yes.
putting in a new installment of my favorite YG series, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Mixtapes, EPs, whatever. To just read up. Just read up 1. Just read up 2. And now you telling me I'm finna get a third one like 10 plus years removed from the second one. So I'm just super excited. And for this to be the first song that I hear, and I don't know if it's going to be on the project or if this is just, his own little thing he's putting out.
Mm-hmm.
I freaking loved it. It felt great. And not only that, but when I listened to it, I was in my hometown, so I was in Compton. I was like, oh, this feels good. Listening to some YG, that feels like the old shit I used to play in my home I grew up in right down the street. Oh, it was just good. I was here for it.
I was too.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Heck yeah.
YG always makes me excited, and not in that way. Just like with Musically.
Yeah.
Musically, he really is something that you just know what you're going to get.
Good stuff.
You just know you're going to get the good stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to go and party.
Yes, you're gonna go and party.
I don't think I've ever been to a YG concert.
Oh.
Maybe I should.
You should.
You should. I went, let's see. Well, yeah, it was like when Revolt was just getting started. Oh my god.
And we went to that party.
Yes, and we went to that party and he was he performed there, and then I saw him also at Coachella.
Did he go there the same year that we were there? That we went together?
I don't
Because
know.
you've only been to Coachella one time, or how many times?
No, I've been like 2.
Okay. I'm not sure. He might not have been there when I was there. Missed it. But I would go. I think that's where I would see him most. It's probably like find a festival that he's going to be at and just go.
Yeah.
Just see him.
Oh, he was
I know
so
it.
damn. Oh, he was
I
so
know
good. He
it.
was so good.
I
Yeah.
know it.
And I saw him at Camp Flog Gnaw, but
I think that's where I might have seen him.
yeah, and he wasn't doing well that day.
Mm.
You know, when I saw him at Coachella, it was like a week after Nipsey was murdered. And then when I saw him at Camp Flog Gnaw, it was like a couple months afterward. And I think it just caught up with him and he wasn't doing good. But
Oh, no.
woo, we're back.
We're knocking now. So check it out. Check it out. Next, Party Next Door for
Yes, the album.
the album. This is the official album, y'all. You know, we talked about it last time. We're like, oh, the EP. Nope, this is the actual album. Did y'all get a chance to listen to it?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about it because I didn't.
Okay, you didn't get
I
to-
tried. I tried to get to it, honey.
No, I was kidding.
I had to pick a project, and y'all know which project I picked.
Yes, I know you did.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I was excited because I know I was kind of only a fan of like one of the singles that I heard. So I was a little nervous, but as I literally the first track, I said,
Yeah, that's a good opening
all
track.
right. Yeah, I'm here for it. And I said, damn, after all these years, he's still not shit. When you get to the end of the album, you're like, damn, he still ain't shit. Oh,
That's what makes him P&D.
That's
Yeah.
what makes him P&D. It basically like, it kind of takes you through a story of like, it kind of starts with him like having a girlfriend. And it seems like, you know, like they're doing well. But there was like one more thing he wanted from her. He wanted that threesome, which is, you know, the song we talked
Yep.
about.
Mhm.
Sucking titties at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after he gets, you know, it all, then he just kind of starts
Well,
sliding off, slipping off. I ain't coming home. I want to be
What?
outside.
just a
And
slithering
See,
snake.
I wasn't. My energy wasn't ready for that.
slithering snake.
Slithering snake.
But it was so freaking good. It was so good. That opening track.
Yeah, that opening track is a good one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just really all good. I love Control. Her old friends. Sorry, but I'm outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I think No Chill is my other one as well.
No Chill's good too.
Do you have anything to add to those? that you liked?
I also liked Cheers.
Yeah.
Make It to the Morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get into the project.
It's good. It's
I'm gonna
good.
get into it. I'm gonna get into it
good.
tonight. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Maybe if I don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Okay.
we have to get to the last project.
Yeah.
Woo.
Sinead Harnett finally came out with Boundaries.
Finally.
Yeah. This was a great one.
Yeah.
Sinead, We've been waiting for you, and I don't know if you know this. Maybe we'll put a little montage together because we've been waiting for a minute.
Right.
That'd be kind of cute. We've been waiting for you and for this project for so long, and brava. I very, very, very much enjoyed this body of work.
Yeah.
Everything is so cohesive and goes together so perfectly with the interludes and the songs and just,
Yeah.
come on. Took me through it, okay?
Uh-huh.
I was listening to, which one was this one? Because I had a lot going on. Man, if I knew what the name of the song was. I had the lyric literally screenshotted.
Okay.
But it was, which song was it? I gotta find it. Give me a second. Was it Unfamiliar or The Most? One of the two. I think it was Unfamiliar because it was very much like This Kind of Way That You Love Me is unfamiliar to me. Like, I'm not used to it. And then she said, I seem to love to lose it all because I'd rather be seen. I'd rather see a challenge than to come on the line. So like almost like I always go for what my challenger is going to be, like what's going to face me with the challenge in love versus like what's already there ready for me. And all I need to do is cut on the lines. But she's like, no, that's not right. I'm not familiar with what that is. I need to go ahead and find me something that I can work on or a challenger. And I'm just like, oh, God damn, Sinéad. God damn, Sinéad.
Damn, Sinéad.
I'm always looking for a challenge. It's a mess.
Challengers in theaters this weekend.
We're going to watch it. I need to watch it. I need to go see Zendaya do her thing.
Yeah. Oh, I should see if I still have a, because I got like a little $5 ticket voucher to go see it.
How'd y'all feel about the project?
And yeah, boundaries. I thought it was great. I was just very thankful that she wasn't beating me.
Oh. No, yeah. She whipped our asses on those singles.
The
So she let us breathe a little bit.
The singles,
Yeah, she whipped our ass on those singles.
whooping me,
Yeah.
beating me. God. So I was happy when I hit play that she didn't do that to me. She took it slow. She asked if the water felt nice, before she really got into
Went
it
in
all.
there.
But I loved it. It was great. You go, Sinead.
You go, Sinead. Oh, we love it. We love it. We love it.
So good.
Lastly, I want to talk about something.
Oh.
Taylor Swift came out with the tortured.
You know what? Before you even say the name. No, say the name.
Oh. It's the Tortured Poets Department, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is what I got to say.
Department.
Okay.
Yes. The anthology, by the way.
The anthology?
Oh, yeah. The Tortured Poets
of course,
Department.
the anthology. I seen what a few of the lyrics was talking about. It's giving anthology.
Mm-hmm.
Got to reach back. The thing that really chaps my hide about a Taylor Swift album is sometimes I feel like she wakes up and she's like, maybe I should make an album.
Yeah.
What should I call it? And then she picks up her phone and then she hits up like a random name generator.
Like a Chat GPT?
Yeah. And she just hits generate me an album name. And whatever it spits out, that's what she gonna slap on it. So that's what I have to say. I hated the name.
I have not gotten a chance to listen to the project yet, but I am a Taylor Swift fan. So I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it.
Time.
It's just a lot of shit. It was like 2 hours long. I was on a flight. I didn't want to have that energy going into my trip. It was a whole thing happening, right?
You don't want to be a tortured poet.
I didn't want to be a tortured poet, honey. With a name like that, I just knew. But what is amazing and crazy to me is occupying the top 14 spots on Billboard's Hot 100 with your singles. And it's back to back to back to back. Nothing but Taylor Swift. The top 14 spots.
You know how that goes down for her.
Insanity. Mm-hmm. And I was wondering in my mind, I was like, I know she's a huge superstar. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, when we were kids, she was huge. And now that we're older, she's even bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that, the kids that it's just a lot. She's really, she's done something here. But the way that she's been able to capture every generation
Every single
of
one.
white women
Every single one.
is quite like it needs to be studied.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'll tell you this, on my flight, I sat next to a woman
Okay.
fly fishing. I mean, had her gear,
Oh.
had a book about fly fishing and the fish in the ponds and all the species, and baby,
Okay.
had to be late 60s, early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
White woman. She picked her phone up. Tortured poets.
Hold.
I walk onto the plane. Immediately, a girl in front of me, Taylor Swift, Tortured Poets, not only on the album, but has a shirt on with it.
Really?
Like, has a Taylor Swift shirt on with it. Then, I'm literally walking through the airport, trying to find a seat to sit down in for my layover, sit next to another white woman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's got to be 40s, reader, like very like, Kate Spade bag, prim, put together, on her phone, tortured
She's got them all.
poets.
She's got
She
'em all.
has from 10 to 100.
Yeah, definitely.
She's got them locked in. This is why. This needs to be
you.
studied.
I'm telling you.
Because
I hope somebody's doing a thesis or something on that.
what? The way that white women go up for Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
and not just every white woman.
Because you got to think
single
about
one.
it. When you honestly, you really look at it, when you really think about it, what white person have they had to go up for in music, honestly, besides her?
The thing is,
None.
yeah, in pop music, I wouldn't say there is anybody. There's no one competing with Taylor Swift.
The POCs are dominating. Like, if it ain't let's just say if it's not a Drake, then it's a Bad Bunny, or it's like a Anita or something like that. Like, so they gotta cling. They gotta cling on to her.
Because Taylor's
she's the last
one of the
one
last
standing.
ones standing. That's that big. That's that big.
She's the
Oh
last
my
one
God.
standing,
She's
baby.
great.
Yeah.
She's great in that. I hats off to her and her everything. Because even if you don't like the music,
Yeah.
you gotta respect the game. Because it's hard. I mean, it's hard enough to cross over from country into pop, but
Yep.
it's even harder to capture the hearts and minds of every white woman in the world. And I feel like she's the Adele effect. You're right. There's a white woman. There's another white woman.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't do Taylor Swift pop music, but
No.
she's still pop music because she's popular. She's the white woman around the world. She's Adele.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her genre is Adele.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
But Adele's only different from T Swifties because she has accepted that she don't want to be out there like that.
oh, in what way?
Well, I mean, like, for instance, like, she's not doing huge world tours anymore. Like,
Yeah.
now she's kind of like stepped back more. Like, I'm with my man. Catch me in Vegas at the piano or something. Like, she's very, like, in the house. Taylor Swift be in these streets.
She
and she be
is.
at these concerts. And she be at these sporting events. And she be everywhere.
She is.
Like, so
That's the difference.
that's the difference.
That
Like,
is
she's,
the difference.
She's highly visible.
Extremely.
Every fucking morning, and I hate it so much, I'm getting a notification from whatever, a US Weekly or a People. Oh my God, Taylor Swift woke up this morning and wiped her ass. Can you believe it?
People love
So,
Taylor.
yeah.
And Taylor don't know shit but mind her business, make her music, and fuck on whatever man she got going for the season. Because my girl can do some out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like Martin Luther piece of that.
And then push her album out.
I'm starting to think she might be, I don't know.
What?
Is she getting life force energy
She just might.
from these men? Because
just
it's like
might.
the girl can't make an album unless she either just got off or just got on one.
My girl just wants love, okay?
I know,
She
she-
makes albums about loves and relationships.
But
She keep going through it.
She's a damn Sagittarius like me, bitch. I know your struggle.
I know your struggle. And then did I want to talk about anything else? There was one more thing that I wanted to mention. Was there? No, I think I mentioned everything I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
In my segment. Woo!
Woo, I love that.
Thank you. And I'm also leading the Under Our Umbrella this week. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
It's just called Let Go.
And let God.
And what I'm going to talk about, or at least what I want us to all kind of speak on a bit in this Under Our Umbrella segment, it doesn't have to be long. But I think there really is a power and art of kind of letting go. I feel like Oprah. Let go. Stop the blame. Stop the shame.
Oh, Oprah.
But there's a power and art in letting go, especially for someone like me who's very much need to be in control of what's going on with certain things. It's hard for me to like
relinquish.
Go with the flow. And this week, anytime I visit New York, usually, I always approach it with a different energy of just letting go, because I know how it feels to overplan in New York and be very overwhelmed because you overplanned and you're trying to make everything and you're trying to get around the city and all that stuff. But there really is an art of letting go. And also not only letting go whenever it comes to being on a vacation or a trip, or like letting go of certain things when it comes to just not having that said control. But there's an art in letting go when it just is like, why am I holding myself back from greatness and good things? Why am I suppressing myself? Why do I feel like, oh yeah, whenever somebody says something to me on, oh, you should come, or oh, you should go, and we're going to go on this trip, you should do this thing. It's like you immediately start thinking of all the barriers in your way. Like, money, time off, this, that, yada, yada, yada. But after a while, like, sometimes you're in seasons where the money's not changing, the job ain't changing, the things aren't changing, but you got to make some shit rock and work for where you're able to still enjoy life without always feeling like you're under the neck of some mess. And sometimes it's really hard to let go. And I think that even with this past trip, I was not supposed to be gone as long as I was. I was basically going 10 days, but we'll just say 9, right? Mm-hmm. I was only supposed to be gone for 3 nights. That was it. Like going to New York, Thursday to Sunday.
Yep.
And I was on the phone with our friend Joanna, and I remember planning this trip and like talking to her about New York and what she wants to do and seeing all these things that she's never been before. And I just happened to mention, I was like, maybe I should make it longer. Maybe I should go to DC and like Maryland and visit my uncle. And then she said, oh, like, I kind of be down to do that too, because my brother's in DC, and I was like, well, let's just do it.
Let's do DC.
And then she was like, if you really, like, are you down? I said, yeah. And in my mind immediately, I'm like, first of all, there's this going on with work, right? Like my work is at an all-time high. It usually is at the end of the school year, so that makes sense. But I'm always like, and I haven't taken this much time off for myself, especially for my birthday, because my birthday is always like at the end of spring semester. So it's always like testing happening and just craziness with like work. And I always feel like I can't leave too long because I don't want, I don't want things to. Anyway, it's my first time taking that long of a trip. And it's my first time taking that long off of work, period, in my life. I've gotten to my late 20s.
Yeah, man.
Literally, I'm 29 years old, and I don't think I've ever taken that much time off of work. Mm-hmm. I just took a week off in a day. A week in a day. Basically. 5 days, basically 6 days, right? Mm-hmm. I've been on trips before, but to take like that much time off, like a 10, 11 something days.
Yeah, that's like insanity.
And it felt so good.
I know.
Oh my gosh, it felt so good to know that, like, sometimes you're just thinking like, oh, my peace and my rest, it lies in these 3 days I have, or these 4 days, or this whatever. And it really helped me realize as I was going through this process of like traveling and just figuring things out, how much you need to just let go and sit. And like, if you're thinking it, even if you feel like you can't make it happen financially, plan it still. It doesn't matter. check up on your trip every now and then. Like, hey, I know I checked prices whenever it was this time, but what if I check prices and this time it might change? Or what if I decide to like move it around, but make it so that it happens? And I think that's what's really important. Whatever it is, let go, get out of your head about it, and really get into like what is going to best serve you as a human being, because this trip served the fuck out of me.
You got served.
I got served. And I was literally poured into with so much love by like friends and family and just all my people, and meeting new people, like all of us being out, meeting new people every night that we went out.
Every night.
Getting a chance to spend time with family who I haven't seen in a while. My little cousin, my grandma, my uncle, my auntie. Getting that sense of like that familial sense of like home, even though I'm not really home.
Yeah.
The feeling of newness of like I have a rental car. I also have never rented a car before in my life. So I was like, okay, like I have this rental car, nervous as shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm in fucking Maryland and I know that I'm like, the roads are different. There's roundabouts everywhere. There's two sides. There's two lanes. If I take one veer to the left, I'm in a bush. Like it's just, there are no street lights. Like all the things that are going through my control head of being like, how am I going to accomplish this?
Yeah.
But you did it.
I did it.
Amen.
And you realize after, you're like, damn, what the fuck have I been missing out on?
Yeah.
From holding myself back because I want to be in so much control of, oh, well, I can't buy this until I get this. And buy this. And even it brings me back to something that you said, Nika. Like, not recently, but like a couple months ago. Whenever, you said something of like going into a specific order. You're a Virgo. You make your list. You go in your orders. I go in specific orders as well. So for me, I bought plane tickets with nowhere to stay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to have to find something in somewhere and I'll get it eventually. But like, I know once I have this, I'm going. Right.
Exactly.
Or sometimes like going out of order. I mean, like I bought my hotel. I haven't bought my plane ticket yet, but it is what it is, right? But having that specific of like needing to be realizing just what can you afford today? What can I put my money into today, right now, that makes it seem like I'm going.
Right.
It's that easy and it's that simple. And I gotta stop overthinking of things need to be going in a certain way or place for me to be able to really make life happen. So I wanted to talk to y'all a bit about letting go and just give y'all a chance to express yourself and your feelings now that you kind of have my viewpoint around it. And then we'll wrap once you give me your feelings. So,
wow.
Whoever wants to go.
That was a good spiel. Yeah, it's just so funny that you say this because today I actually saw this post and it was like a meme or whatever. And it was like when people asked like what you're doing after work and like they were already getting into bed. And somebody was like, I know that like we always like when we see things like this, memes like this, we laugh at it a lot because, you know, oh, it's so relatable. Like I'm going to bed, like, you know, do it. But they were like, but we have to like break that cycle. Like we have to get out of that because how many generations of, you know, people in our families or just, you know, our friends or whatever have that same kind of thing where it's like, oh, I get off from work and I just go home and I just sit or I just go ahead and go to bed because I have work the next day. And like, you know, like our lives are so ruled by work that we can kind of like lose sight that you got to make time for fun and to do cool things and fun things and do stuff out of the ordinary, you know. So I thought that was very interesting that you brought that up because I've kind of realized that about myself lately because my grandma's been coming to my house like every week or so. She's just been coming here. My mom brings her down. She stays for a couple of days and it's nice because we can have breakfast in the morning and then like I see her at night and we just like talk a little bit. And one night she was here and I was getting dressed and I was getting ready to go to the gym. So I just like had all my stuff, and I went, to tell her goodbye. And she also like, she kind of like forgets that she asked you a question, and so like she'll ask it a few times in a conversation sort of thing. And so she kind of asked me like, oh, like, did you go to work today? I'm like, yeah, I went to work. She's like, oh, okay. What are you gonna do now? I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym. And then this time, she ain't forget what she asked me and what I told her. This conversation, she looked at me and she said, is that all you do? And I said, what do you mean? And she was like, well, when I talk to you, I see you when you come in or when you leave in the morning. That's because you're going to work. You just got back from work. And then you leave like a couple hours later because you're going to the gym. And then you come back home and then you go to bed. But she was like, but I don't see you go out. I mean, I be going out. But I was like, damn, girl, I guess you're right. I said, I guess this kind of is like becoming my life. Like, I go to work, I go to the gym. I go to work, I go to the gym. Like, I'd have accepted, like, this is my schedule. This is what I do. But it's like, okay, bitch, you get home and it's like 9 o'clock though. Like, I still have the rest of the night to do something, anything, something fun. But I feel like I'm forced to like take those couple hours and just get ready for work. Okay, let me pack my lunch and put that away. And like, oh, can I do some laundry? Can I, clean up? It just gets very like, it's very like chore-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it's like, it's very regimented. It's like, girl, where is the fun? When is the last time you've been to like, I don't know, like a new place to go eat or like things like that. So I've been trying to get out a little bit more. That's why I went to that rave and stuff like that last week or 2 weeks ago now, because she said that to me. And I said, girl, I have fun.
What you mean?
What you mean? I got me some fun. So yeah, I feel like it's hard sometimes just to get out of that mindset of like work, sleep, repeat.
Yeah.
Because our lives just revolve around it, because we also know, oh, we need money. I need money. I have to pay this. Got to pay for that. Got to pay for that. Like, we're so stressed in our day to day that like, yeah, we forget how to decompress, and we've just accepted like stress as part of our lives, So you gotta get out and have some fun.
Yeah.
Get out and have some fun. Let go of that regimented schedule and just do something fun. Yeah.
And although traveling can be like a little bit tiring, depending on where you're going, all that stuff, still just the act in the moment of your body and movement with whether it's an airplane, whether it's a car, whether it's a train, whatever it's like, your body knows that you're not in your usual surrounding place. You're a bit more alert. You're kind of trying to see what's going on. Like, you're kind of by yourself if you are traveling by yourself, right? But you have a different feeling that enters your body. I don't know what that's called. I really wish I knew what the term of that is when it comes to like being in spaces that you're not familiar with and like how your body reacts to it.
There's probably a good German word for that.
Probably.
They always have a good word.
But yeah, I feel like it's just, it changes your mindset. You come back so like,
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Just like, whoa. I feel like lately with certain things that we've gone to, I've had to turn off that part of my brain that's like, hey, remember your bedtime.
Oh, because let me tell you who keep a bedtime.
Let me say about Nika.
Nika.
In the bed.
Nika.
In the bed. If you think that the Black Umbrella goes out,
Baby.
we be out sometimes. Not gonna lie, we be out. This woman,
it's so admirable though.
And I've noticed that change in you too, even this year, with you making more of an effort to go out on a weekday. I'm like, you going out on a weekday?
I know.
I said, what?
I turn off my bedtime alarm and be like, I'm with my friends.
I know that's right.
Shut
be
up.
tired.
Don't tell me to go to bed. Yeah, so lately with that, I've been trying to just be like, all right, nah, we're having fun right now. Let's go. Ain't no bedtime right now. So give me a shot, give me a drink. Let's go to town. But I do feel like I could still do. I mean, I always feel like I could do more, especially more fun things, just because we always have different like spontaneous nights, like you guys want to go do this, you want to go do that, like even if it's just to get some good ass food, just you want to go to this ramen place, it don't close to 2 a.m. type shit. So I feel like I could just do more, but I feel also that I'm doing a lot better and being like, you could be up, you could be up. It's okay.
It's okay
like,
to be up.
Yeah, it's okay to be up. Like, I think it's because my brain is like you need to sleep, or when you get caught up in like all the medical jargon and mumble jumble about how many hours you should sleep and what's healthy for you, and it doesn't even fucking matter. Like either way, you're going to die. I'm sorry, but you are, and filling your time that you have here on this earth with fucking work and paying bills, and that's it, and going to the gym, and that's it.
Yeah, girl.
And you don't have anything in between that. No fun, no random shit that you've never done, like fucking axe throwing and going to a fucking Tupperware party or some shit.
Tupperware party. Well, take us back to the day, those candle parties. Oh my god! Oh my! I think everybody's grandma had a candle party.
I gotta ask mine.
She probably had one.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, they had these.
What?
Gosh, those candle parties. Every candle you could think of.
Those gel candles with the seashells.
They used to have black women hauling around candles.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I've never heard of this phenomenon.
Yes. It's like almost like Avon, but just
candles.
And maybe it was low-key a branch of Avon where they were like doing a specific candle thing.
Huh.
But whoa, baby.
It was Yankee Doodle Dandy.
They would come through and lay out all these cute. My grandma had, I don't know if my grandma had the parties or had parties hosted at her house. I think that's what it was. Like people were like, can we use your house to host our candle party? And they're like, oh yes, here's this one, pass this one. Like it was one of those things.
That's amazing.
Whenever I tell you, I had been to a few.
Okay.
Bring it back. But yeah, just doing random things. I mean, they got all these fucking classes to do whatever.
Yeah.
Pottery, candle making, everything. I just feel like there's too much to do. Depending on where you are, don't quote me. I know where I live. I don't know where you live. But there's still like just so many things and so many apps. There are apps everywhere that you can download and use and just be like, what's going on here? And if you got to take a drive because you live in the backwoods and everything else is in the city, just fucking do it. I feel like at the end of the day, even though it's stressful to try to come up with the money for a hotel, a flight, gas, whatever it may be, once you get to the destination, it's so fucking worth it.
It's worth it.
Because I stressed about this NYC trip and I was just like, now how the fuck? And let me tell you something. I paid 3 bills before I left. Literally the day before I left. Okay. I paid 3 bills that was getting paid because it needed to be paid. And so I was just like, fuck, like just so like stressed out about it. And it was just so anxiety inducing, just thinking about, and then I got to give them my card for the room and like all these things. And they don't even matter because I had a fucking blast.
Yeah. You start to think about all those things that you were stressing about and you're like,
and it builds up and it doesn't matter because guess what? You had the money. You were able to get this. You were able to eat whatever you wanted and everything worked out.
And you know what else is so funny too? Not only are you like, oh my God, I ended up having such a good time. Like, why was I stressed? But a lot of the time when you think about what those stressors were, they never even came up.
No. They never materialized.
They never even materialized. And you were already psyching yourself out like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How can I get here? All these questions swirling around your head. And those things never even came to fruition. And you were so worried about that happening that, and some people, sometimes they're not in that space where they can just like let it go and like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm just going to not think about it and have a good time. Some people like they cannot They
Right.
can't. They're like so
Especially-
hyper focused.
Yeah, even when people have responsibilities, like granted, we have responsibilities, but our responsibilities have to do with us.
If I had
Yes.
a kid,
We don't have any children or any.
Right.
I don't know. You have a pet, you have a gerbil, you have a dog.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
actually very worried about it.
But I don't have anybody. But you know,
The whole time I was like, what if he jumped out his tank?
oh, poor thing. Did he jump on his tank?
No, I was actually very
proud
surprised.
of
Oh,
him.
good job,
I was
Gerald.
happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Go outside.
Beautiful. Go outside. Let it go.
Go
Whatever you're
outside.
thinking about doing, start planning it now and do it.
Yeah, go outside.
Even
you're
if
just
it's
going
a
down the
trip.
street.
Yeah. Even if it's a small trip and you're like, you know what? I may not have money for this flight and I may not have money for this hotel, but let me make my dinner reservation
Exactly.
for this right now.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and set up this rental car situation for right now so that I know that I'm good here. Let me go and see how much I'm going to have to put aside so that by the time I get to the time where I need to buy these things, I'm going to have well over or enough to get said thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me also make sure I'm putting money aside to spend so that I'm not just swiping my card every which way
Yeah.
every day or like putting it in my savings so I'm not using that money.
Yeah.
Whenever you start to think about those things,
Yeah.
it comes together
It comes together.
every time.
Money usually is like the biggest stressor.
Yes.
And so I know what I did is I got myself a budget planner, and every Friday I wrote in there like, all right, what are we spending? You know, so I could really track myself and keep up with my spending, so I can keep up with my saving and keep up with, you know, what's getting paid for the trip, you know, what can I save on, what can I cut out, like things like that. So the money part, I like significantly reduced my stress just by getting a budget planner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
And
I
all
didn't get a
had to
planner.
do-
But I planned something out.
I put some money aside because
Yes.
I
You still
started
had a plan.
right.
Yes.
I was
You know?
like, okay, I'm like 4 to 5 months out. And I have currently nothing to spend for this trip, and
Right.
my pockets are not looking like they're getting any bigger anytime soon. So
Right.
let me start putting my seeds away now. And when by the time I came home, I was like, I have money left
Right.
over.
I felt so good about that.
I have money left over.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even go crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and then you're like, it really wasn't that deep. I
It
could've
wasn't
done
that
this.
It was not that deep.
Making me think I could have stayed longer.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So get out your head and get into the streets. Period.
Period. We should put that on the shirt.
Get out your head, get on the streets. Shirt coming soon.
Love it.
But yeah, that's it from my Underarm Brother segment.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, it was so good. Oh, it's so good to be back on the mic.
It is. I'm sorry for my little low energy. I'm a little tired.
You know, it's okay.
I had to get through my segments because I said I got a lot to talk about today, and I want to make sure I'm on time. But yes, I also want to. I love you both.
Oh, I love you too.
Stop. Oh my god. This is
Oh my
terrible.
God, you're
The
crying.
show must
Stop.
end. The show needs to end now.
You're crying.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. You can sign us off because of what?
And congrats
Okay.
to Brittany on
Oh,
being the
congratulations.
Oh,
Congratulations to my friend Brittany
beautiful
and
bride.
BJ
Beautiful bride.
for having the most phenomenal wedding in the world. I greatly enjoyed the wedding and y'all's presence and your energy and everything.
It
And
was so beautiful.
It was
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
That veil, the veil that you, the veil you had on.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Done. Sorry.
Can I send you a birthday song and you can play it out? That's how we can end it.
Okay.
Okay.
But what you gonna send me?
It's a TikTok.
It's a mess.
It's a birthday song. It's a birthday song that I saw it just for you, and I said, "Oh, this is for you for your birthday."
Bet. Okay. Send it to me and I'll play it.
Okay. Yeah. So stick around because Wes is gonna end us off with the song. But thank y'all so much. Wait, should you play the song first?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, sure. It's only like a minute.
Okay, bet.
Y'all
Give
can,
me a second.
Y'all can sit here for like a little minute.
You growing so fast, my gizmo. I'm sitting here looking at you with tears in my eyes. I don't know what to say. My heart feels so blue. I love you so much, my gizmo. One day you'll get married too. I want you to stay with mommy always, you and your wife too. My grandbaby would never come. Mommy gonna have you fixed. Your wife can get mad if she want to. We won't have to worry about this. I love my baby so much.
This is a video of a cat. She's singing to her cat, by the way. You take that how you want to take it. Thank you for ending us on this note.
You're welcome. Great little birthday song because you're growing so
You're growing.
my gizmo.
What's wrong with you?
Wow. Oh, this is so good. So good to be back. Thank y'all so much for joining us and listening and being here for another great TBU Thursday. Okay.
Yes.
Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere else at TBU Podcast. Send us an email, theblackUmbrellaPC@gmail.com. What else? Make sure that you tune into the TBU Season 6 playlist on Spotify and Apple. And, you know, if y'all didn't wish Wes a happy birthday, I'm sure he wouldn't mind it again unless you would. You want to tell people, actually, it was last week.
Yeah, it was. So if people wish me happy birthday, still wish me happy birthday. And shout out and thank you to Saran, to Sydney, to Deshaun, to Dorian, to Q, to Gerard, to Antonio, to Renique, to Ajay, to Joanna, to who am I missing? I feel like I'm me. Who else am I missing? Dolan. Oh, yes.
And Diamond.
Oh, my goodness. And Diamond. Oh, my goodness. I literally.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
There were so many people that literally came to love on me and see me, and I'm done talking. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We love y'all so much.
Love you.
Love y'all.
Talk to y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.